Hey everyone, I'm Hans for Precision Aerobatics, and the wait for me is finally over because it's been a long road for this Ultimate AMR 60, but it's finally here. Now, a few of you may have already had this plane and assembled it and had a chance to fly it. I was lucky enough to have flown it in a prototype form, two of them, but this one's mine, and I'm going to take you through my unboxing. I have been busy and not unboxed this airplane. It's been terribly difficult to wait, but what I'm going to capture here is my true representation of how I'm really feeling pulling this airplane out of the box, never having seen one that wasn't built before. So here we go. It's been a long time coming, and I know while this airplane shares some DNA with the regular AMR, it is a new airplane altogether, and that's pretty apparent when you pull it out and take a look inside of it, see how much more structure is in it. I mean, it's a much bigger airplane, considerably beefier. Has a different airfoil and a bunch of other changes to it. But some of the great parts about it, like having the hinges already done for you, are still a part of it. So here we go, the inner box. You can see mine arrived in good shape. Yours, no doubt, will arrive also in good shape. Mine's red. I hope. There we go. That's pretty, right? Okay. Here's what we're working with. We've got the new wing bag system for the innovative wing removal system that allows you to transport a biplane's wings fully assembled. So the upper and lower wings with the connecting cabane is all one piece, and they go into these individual bags, which is really, really, really nice. All right, I'm gonna start putting stuff aside. I got a lot to cover here. All right, the prop this guy flies on here is a 16x8 Vox prop. Now, these are very high quality props that we have made, and they are likely to not require any balancing, but we still request that you do. All right, here we go. This is the fuse. You get a sense for how big this airplane is. You know, you take your hand and put it up on the side of this airplane. For it to be as light as it is, it really is incredible. I mean, there's very little to this in terms of weight, but yet I'm putting a lot of twist in this airplane. It's really strong. Typical PA construction, the fiber fusion all over this airplane. You see here we have our lower wing tube, and this is going to be the access hatch for the battery access. Now this is going to be difficult to show you on another video once this plane is built and it has the top wing in place, but for right now it's very easy to see that with the top wing and this hatch off, there's a lot of room in here for you to get hands, even if you've got big mitts, to get in here and strap your battery down. It is not like a smaller plane where it was very fidgety. All right, let's keep moving. All right, so we have another hinge like we had on the original AMR, which is a covering material that's put on here. But I can tell that this hinge, while it's still very flexible, is, well, it's a bigger airplane, so it's going to have to deal with more load. But man, it's perfect. It is very beefy. Take a look at the covering. So think about what we've got going on here. We've got these different pieces coming together in assembly, and then we've got to match up this seam with a color. And look how perfect that is. Isn't that nice? These wings, in case you're wondering, are held on with 2 bolts on the lower wings, 1 per wing section. And then the top actually uses a carbon fiber pin. So this is the front, the leading edge of the top wing, and so after this is inserted into the airplane, then you have a pin that is going to secure through that hole. So that means the wings on and off for a biplane like this, especially considering that you're going to have them fully assembled, come out of the bag, slide onto the airplane, 1 little bolt from below, 1 little pin on the top, and you're off to off to the flight line, that's pretty nice. Now, why isn't the Ultimate tail airfoiled? Why didn't we do that? Why didn't PA think to airfoil this? Because the full-scale AMR, or sorry, the full-scale Ultimate is squared off. Google it for yourself. So it's not airfoiled. Get a sense for how big this tail is. I mean, just look at it. I mean, it's huge. Yes. Have a look at this cow. Nice paintwork. We've got our carbon fiber ring inside of there. That's great. And what's inside of here is going to be your wheel pans and then the decal set for the wheel pans. Center section of the top wing. And then the canopy glass that has to be glued in. Right, not a big deal there. Alright, so in previous models, we've given you a fixed deflection gauge that's cut. In this one, however, we've given you a laser cut deflection gauge that you can set any angle with. So the instructions on how to use this are in the manual, but this is going to be really nice for field setup of your PA planes, but also keep it in your field box, set up anything you need at the field with it. And the hardware, which is different. Okay, so this is nice. So a lot of times when you get an airplane, there's something in that box that kind of leaves you wanting. You go, you know, that would have cost them an extra 2 cents to do it right, and they would have spared me the hassle. We've changed our hardware. And I heard about this, but I hadn't seen it myself. Even the planes that we were flying didn't have the new hardware. We've gone to a much higher quality. So that'll be really nice for assembly. No more stripped Phillip head screws and everything, well, all but two. I'm gonna guess these are the two wing bolts. Everything else keeps that black oxide finish. Ganging push rods here, which is nice. These are adjustable. Right, a request from our customers to keep the adjustability. 4 servos, big airplane, biplane, 4 servos. The ailerons are ganged together. So even though it's a fairly complex airplane, we still just have to set up like a standard monoplane. Really nice. And these are the Nexatec, these are the HVs, yeah, the NXT90 HV servos. So some cool new things coming from PA, because wait, I gotta show you, and this was my request. I think he was already doing it, but it was one of my requests, was to do a selectable output HV BEC, which I thought was really cool, and it's here. So you remove the jumper for 6 volts. It can do either 6 volts or 7.4 volts, which is nice because now it works on everything. And we have our own Nexatec NXT80, 90 rather, HV micro servos. So before I forget, this Quantum ESC is 70 amps, and there's the provision for the selected voltage. You just adjust that little jumper there to run HV or non-HV. How nice is that? Have a 2.17 inch carbon fiber spinner. If you're familiar with PA planes, you've probably had one of these before. It's a nice piece. Comes factory balanced for you. Don't have to do anything there, other than to make sure you have enough clearance in the window here, and I have a video out on our website that shows you the proper clearancing amount for one of our spinners. You can check that out at precisionaerobatics.com. Carbon fiber servo arm extensions, yes, those are much bigger than I'm used to seeing. That's awesome. Now, I recently found out what goes into making these little carbon fiber bits, right? They're all cut on a CNC machine, and then they are hand sanded. Every single piece that you get is hand sanded in the PA factory. And it's just that extra little touch. It's not G10. It's not painted fiberglass. That's real carbon fiber. And real carbon fiber qualities vary greatly, and that is the highest quality that we can provide you in something like that. On to the motor, because this took its own time to design. The Thrust 60R. So here's our motor box, right? So now we're gonna have an X mount. It's not the old reverse mount style behind there, but for us, the mounting is through the X plate, reverse like that. So this motor still has our rotor cool technology in it. This is a serious motor. Very efficient, very lightweight. You can see it's been balanced at the factory. Prop adapter goes on the front of it. No longer a Kahlert style. And then this beast, the new X mount, which is countersunk for you here. Listen to this. Look at all the layers of carbon fiber in here. Unreal. Now, I've seen some of this stuff before, but to see it mine here, all in the box like this, there's a lot. There's a lot to this. And the quality is just, I'm just continually impressed. Super light. This plane comes in about half the weight of anything anyone's ever done before in this size. And that just helps all around. So, that pretty much wraps it up. Oh, no it doesn't. One more. One more thing. You might be wondering what these little guys are in here for. Well, this is actually part of your wing transport system. So as your wing is built and you have the top and bottom wing parallel to each other, something about like that. So, not too big, two of these little bags. We have seen these in the back seat of someone's car fully assembled, which is kind of cool to think that you might be able to take a big biplane like this and take it to the field fully assembled. That'd be nice, right? I think that's about it. The motor box is fairly conventional. Comes with the new scoops, however, which aren't the plastic scoops we're used to, but they're the wood baffles that divert air. So these are going to mount kind of like that. Anyways. All right, awesome. I can't wait to get started on this airplane. It's just been such a long time coming. I hope you have yours. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll let you know what I think about mine once it's all built. Oh, we have wing tubes here too. Been staring at me this whole time. Two of them. Imagine that. 2 wing tubes, and then the landing gear struts are here. There we go. So more carbon fiber. So enjoy your AMR 60. I'll be back with more videos. We're going to do some videos as I build this, and then once I got it all done, let you know my overall impression of it. Thanks.